Hi, Collective. I'm Ancient, and I have a message for you all. There's someone here who's seeing a relationship or relationships from a different perspective. They've been thinking about legacy, family, moving in together, building together. And this person, I feel, was running from their emotions, they were running from the connection. But now I feel like the tables are turning. I feel like you're running now just because you've experienced a significant amount of loss. You don't know if you are even open to love at this time, but I do see someone in their head thinking about rushing back in because they cannot let you go. For some reason, this person feels like there's unfinished business and they feel like they're meant to be with you. They see the connection not just from the emotional standpoint but also logically, that you had a lot to offer them, and they ran from you, they rejected you. But with the 10 of wands, they want to hold on to this connection, they want to rush back in. But I'm just feeling, I feel like you, it's not so much about rejecting the connection. I just get this sense of you feeling tired and overwhelmed and essentially done with love. It's all, I feel like when you meet people, you are reluctant to really open yourself up at this time. But there is somebody watching you. Okay, if this is new or old, I'm not sure, but they're watching you and they see you as a potential soulmate. They see you as someone that's very kind and gentle. You might have just met this person. You two had um maybe a quick conversation in passing. Perhaps you were on your lunch break and you ran into this person and you two think just alike. You have a lot in common. But I feel, because again, in the past, you followed your intuition on people and your intuition was always wrong. Well, that's how you felt. But when you really look at it, did you follow your intuition? Because I feel like in the past, your intuition could have told you, you know what, that's a red flag. Or perhaps the universe was getting people to just speak and tell you the truth about themselves. And you would always sit back and wonder, why is this person telling me all of this about themselves? Like, I didn't ask all this. It was because the universe, your higher consciousness, whatever you follow, was forcing this person to tell you the truth about who they are so that everything could be laid out on the table. So some of you could have just ignored the red flags and you learned your lesson. You know, everyone is entitled to making mistakes. That's life. That's how you become stronger and wiser so you can make better decisions in the future. But I feel some of you perhaps have experienced a lot of trauma in your relationships. And I'm getting a sense of anxiety and PTSD when you think about fully immersing yourself or emerging yourself into a connection with someone. It does kind of bother you because again, you've been through a lot. I feel like moving forward, though, any sort of decision that you make, whether it's romantic or non-romantic, you are making it from a logical standpoint. You won't just jump off the cliff and fall head over heels for someone. You've learned to utilize your headspace and be more in your headspace rather than your emotional body, because you understand, as I've stated in another message, you can't be vulnerable with everyone. You have to be smart and protect yourself and see what the intentions are of others. What are their true motives when they come around you? And that's not just romantic, that's also non-romantic. People that are coming around you, what are their true intentions? Are they really good? But I feel some of you could be meeting new people, new friends, that have the same sort of mindset as you and that are going to support you and be there for you. But there is something coming beneath the surface because I have the moon here, and the moon represents what is hidden, but what's hidden for the eyes to see, but not for the heart to feel. So the moon is representing your intuition, with which is your emotional body, and something is coming through the pipelines. You can feel it. You're unsure, but somebody or something is coming around you. Because I do have judgment here. Judgment is not so much just about a reconciliation, but it's you having to make a major judgment call. It's you taking all your lessons that you've learned, all of the past experiences, not because you haven't let the past go, but using those experiences to make better decisions. And I feel that you're well equipped to know what it is that you need to do. And so, with the moon and judgment, there is some sort of decision being made that you're unaware of or that you will need to make in the near future. I'm also getting with the Seven of Swords in the world. So, there could be what the judgment call could have something to do with is um the Seven of Swords is about sneaky, someone being sneaky, some sort of communication, um stealing. All right, I don't know why I'm getting that, but you got the Seven of Swords in the world, which talks about someone watching you. Okay, they could be watching you from like a camera or something. And I don't want to scare you guys. I don't mean like watching you from a camera in your house. For some of you, it could be, right? But I'm talking about like if you work in a facility where there's surveillance, that could be happening. And the reason why it's a Seven of Swords is because maybe you're unaware of it. But also, I'm getting with the Seven of Swords is there's a lesson coming back around because the Seven of Swords with the world represents a cycle, something coming back around to you for you to make a decision on, but you don't trust it because the Seven of Swords represents, something that is like sneaky. Maybe you don't trust your own intuition as well or your own judgment. That's what I feel. Now, we do have the Emperor and the Ten of Swords. So what's coming back around, it could be a masculine energy here with the Emperor. And perhaps someone is stating that they want to be with you or marry you, but you just don't trust them. You don't trust their intentions. I'm also getting this just could be a masculine energy coming back around in general to apologize or assist you in some way. But with the Ten of Swords, there's just been so much um betrayal, and you're just not, I feel like you're just not open to what it is this person has to say, although some of you could have this person completely blocked with the Ten of Swords and they cannot contact you. This could also be a father figure for some of you, some sort of, as I stated, masculine energy that holds some sort of authority in your life, or they try to. I feel like this individual could be controlling, and maybe that's what they try to do. They try to control the situation, is what I feel. We do have the Seven of Pentacles and Death. I feel like this person, or this whoever this individual is, romantic or non-romantic, was waiting for the right time to approach you. Perhaps even waiting for you to approach them or reach back out to them, and you never did. The Death card represents a complete ending, a transformation. And as I stated, I feel like you have completely walked away and you don't really trust anybody at this time, but you don't even trust yourself. just because every time you feel like when you feel like something is right for you, it's wrong for you. That's what you think, but that's not true. You're doing exactly what it is that you need to do, because with those experiences come lessons. And you may not understand it right now, but in time you will understand why you had to go through that in order to get to where you need to be, is what I feel. You're feeling stressed out and worried and tired and exhausted. One of the things that you do need to do is heal. Because I feel like with the Nine of Wands, you're extremely exhausted. Some of you are worn out, not just romantically, but in your work. Just there's a lot going on, and you don't really even have time for yourself. So a lot of you need to really take care of yourself mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Find time for yourself. Make sure you continue to put yourself first. Perhaps some of you are going to be coming up with some sort of new creative projects, because some of you have projects and things that you're working on. And I feel that everything's going to fall into place and you're going to be happy and successful in the long run. Some of you could be getting a new promotion or an offer or something like that. But there is positive news that is going to be coming out of whatever this is. But I do see with the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Wands, you're very emotionally damaged at this time, and drained. And so right now you're just focusing on moving forward, healing, but there is a possibility for a situation to come back around. Now, again, this could be the same person, or it's a new person that's coming around you to teach you the same lesson if you have not learned that lesson, because the world could represent a new cycle ending and going into um, hopefully a new one. I mean, excuse me, a cycle ending, hopefully going into a new cycle, or you're repeating a cycle from the past because you had not learned the lesson. But I feel because the King and Queen of Swords is here, typically that's an energy of stating that you have learned the lesson. And also the Ten of Swords representing an ending to go into the Ace of Swords, which represents a new beginning. So I feel intuitively that you have learned your lesson this time after this significant heartbreak and betrayal, whether that be romantic or in the workplace or with your family. I feel like whatever happened, you learned this time and you're never going to be tricked again, because you're going to pay attention to what people tell you, and not just what they tell you, but if their words match their actions. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.